Left though. My Atlanta hat though. I ain't from Atlanta. That town what it do. These play what it do. Atlanta town what it do. What it do. Got my dog nut. Thank you guys. What it do, gang? What it do, gang? It's your boy, yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back at it. We back at it. On Tech Tuesday, if y'all follow me, I'm Juice the Flintstone, or I'm James. In my community, they call me Juice the Flintstone. On Tuesdays on YouTube, I drop um, a tech series that I like to call Tech Tuesdays, like a little tech segment where I talk about things tech. I also talk about stuff like business and innovation. Last week, we got some good response from my buddy Nate Baker, Nate Auto Nate. I want to shout my dog out because we done been, doing some building and we done been getting some good responses on, just our collaboration. So again, thanks my dog. If you see this, um, dang old, yeah. So other than that, we just been building. We had some technical difficulties. If anybody been paying attention, I want to say we had like a YouTube name change. I had like some technical difficulties with some stuff like that, so I ended up changing my YouTube channel. So now my YouTube channel is called Juice Tech Champion, and it's just something I'm just kind of pushing. All this stuff be kind of on the fly freestyle stuff. Just me building up the for the community and all that. But like I said, on Tech Tuesdays, I talk my tech stuff, my business and my innovation stuff. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started. But y'all know first thing first, we gotta make sure we pay our bills, gang. Let me see. Let me just hit y'all with the whole window. I'm gonna hit y'all with the whole window real quick. Hopefully y'all can hopefully everything. Yeah, gang. So if you know me, you know how I do. We gotta make sure we pay bills. We got a few crew necks and everything for sale. 50 Can Coke Golf Club. We got the unisex tech vibe crew. Because it's getting cold out. Might have been seeing some snow lately, just little flurries and things of that nature. So y'all can stay warm with our tech vibe stuff. We got tech vibe crew shirts. We got power to the people for all my revolutionaries out there. Anybody want to support our non-profit efforts, you can represent us with our Algo 90 stuff and all our community work and things of that nature. We also got Respect the Tech Crews t-shirts and a few other crews. And believe it or not, gang, I actually think that we got the best prices. You know what I'm saying? With this inflation, I think we ain't trying to overtax the people who support us and things of that sort. So yeah, that's that. Um, but yeah, so I got a few things I'm gonna cover. Just giving y'all a heads up. So I'm gonna be talking to you guys today about Joe Biden's executive order. Today is the 31st. I want to say it's Halloween, so happy Halloween to everybody. I seen a lot of people celebrating on my socials, and man, y'all was looking fire. I seen some fire costumes and all that. So just shout out to y'all. Yeah, so a few things I'm gonna talk about is Biden's executive order. As far as AI, that's from the head honcho, the leader of the free world. He just has some things that he's rolling out as far as AI and um, just all the securities and government things involving that. So I'm gonna touch on that. I want to say Google invested $2 billion into this company called Anthropic, and like I said, we talk about tech on my channel for just me, my community, my friends. Um, yeah, and like I say, partners and people like that, people in my community. This ain't necessarily the biggest channel, but I just be kind of trying to pass a little information around to my people. And like I said, anything, tech regarding tech and business, and figures like 2 billion is stuff that I think we kind of need to be in touch with, or I would like to see my community be in touch with. So that's kind of why I'm covering that. So Google committed 2 billion to this company called Anthropic, and then last but least, um, the company formerly known as Twitter, now called X, kind of their evaluation has been chopped down to almost like half. So we're gonna go and talk about that. But before that, y'all, we just recently kind of got into stocks and all that. So for all my stock people, this is y'all segment. We just gonna take a look at some little charts real quick. Let's see. Let me open up my window for y'all again. So with these charts, we gonna go to Yahoo Finance, and I think I already got it pulled up. And with this Nasdaq chart, this is like the big, the overall, the big picture, what they say of like all these tech companies that's in this, and it's looking like they kind of took a hit today. Uh, the tech sector with Tesla and all them companies that's kind of just been um, just as far as they done kind of been taking hits stock wise and performance wise, all that, or just maybe like a little pullback or maybe like a little sell off. Again, I'm not nobody's financial advisor, but I'm just trying to help pass some information to my people. And like I said, this is um, the tech sector. So like I said, they done been getting hit all week. If you follow Tesla done been getting hit. We might take a look at them last Wednesday. What they was up almost 13,000, and then today, or Tuesday, we kind of like right here. So we didn't been getting hit. What's that? About $8 we down, $9, and counting. Was uh, the S&P, they probably down. Okay, they actually doing pretty well. They didn't been getting hit throughout the week, but this is the 500 biggest companies. Uh, Today they doing all right. Let me just show y'all Tesla real quick, because Tesla was getting tore up last week. I lost some bread on Tesla. They all the way down at 198. So all my people, they ain't seen Tesla in a minute. They was 216 last week. They all the way down. They just been steady going, and they look like they steady dropping. Yeah, So do with that, what you will. Let me check back in on my people. What up, gang? Yeah, I'm back. So I'm back from the bricks. Y'all see the bricks? Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on. So that was the big picture. That was Tesla today, the Nasdaq, and all of that. So now we gonna get into talking about a few of these topics. I'm gonna start with y'all favorite engineer. Um, I'm gonna start off talking to you guys about the company Twitter, formerly known as Twitter, also called X. Let's see. So looking at the Verge, it says X is officially worth less than half of what Elon Musk paid for it. Which is no surprise. They, like I said, they throw out these big figures, and sometimes the people on the bottom level, these numbers be almost seeming magical. You know what I mean? And now that from my tech perspective, and I have my views and thoughts of this type of stuff. You know what I mean? But just staying objective, I guess. A year after he bought Twitter for $44 billion, Musk thinks the company is now worth $19 billion, a 55% drop. And with that said, that's when you start to look at that Tesla short. You know what I mean? And him just trying to make up, the money that he lost with this, for now that he lost with Twitter. Once he get everything right, like I said, he jumped in fast with his name change, and maybe once he get everything how he wants to get it, I'm sure he'll probably make his money back. Like I said, with all these paywalls and all that, he's definitely trying to. So this is just something we go over. It says everyone knew that Twitter wasn't worth 44 billion when Elon Musk bought it. Elon Musk bought it a year ago. Now himself thinks it's worth 19 billion. On Monday, yesterday, employees at X were awarded equity into the company at a valuation of $19 billion, or $45 per share. That's pretty good considering it's almost like $200 per share for sale. That price is a 55% discount, um, based on what do you say, fair market value price per share voted by the board of directors based on tax rules. And it says since he took over Twitter, Musk said he wants to model the company's compensation plan after SpaceX, which which is privately held, but it lets employees regularly cash out portions of their shares to outside investors. That's pretty cool. And type giving employees certain stock units and credits and all that. These RSUs are earned over a period of 4 years from their grant date and required at a liquidity event such as an IPO or sale of the company to be taxed as income. So like I said, they yeah, just a little low key business move. They trying to like I said, make their money back and all that. Um, Privately, yeah. I guess that's kind of good for their employees, but that's what's going on. Uh, and I guess at one point in time they didn't know what the company was worth. Um, so now they kind of know what the company is worth and all that. Its employees and stuff. So okay, but yeah, like I said, when they start throwing these figures around, I just be wanting my people to be in touch with what's going on because last week I interviewed my software engineer buddy, and I was telling him like, man, I think with the right people, this stuff ain't really far off. Like I said, we got a bunch of people in our communities that's talented that can come up with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And $44 billion, you know, $19 billion will do, wonders for our communities and stuff like that. So I just be trying to encourage us, to think big and dream big and all that. All right, next, I'll be talking to you guys about some more figures. Google commits to invest $2 billion into open AI competitor Anthropic. So evidently, Anthropic, like they say, is a competitor to open AI. So this is probably an artificial intelligence company. Says Google agreed to invest $2 billion into Anthropic. The commitment involves $500 million upfront investment and additional $1.5 billion to be invested over time. So imagine if you had a company, my people, we got one of these AI companies, and Google was to commit $500 million. These folks don't act like they don't even want to commit $5,000 to some software engineers. That's the reality of 50,000. You know what I mean? 100,000, let alone 500 million. And these people come up with these companies, and later on, these companies end up, just wherever they end up, you know what I mean? But it's just amazing for me to see the figures that they pour into these little companies. And Anthropic, I guess they're the creator of Claude 2, a chatbot. So they throwing $500 million into a chatbot. Some of this stuff be worth it, though, like the open AI stuff. Yeah, Google invests this commitment. Okay, didn't Anthropic. Use companies. Okay, so Anthropic is used by companies including Slack, Notion, Quora. The company was founded in 2021, so these folks have only been a company for 2 years and already got $500 million investment. As you see, funded from Salesforce and Zoom. Yeah, it was valued at $4.1 billion. So software is the way to go. You know what I'm saying? This software valued at 4.1 billion or something like that. Elon stuff 19 billion. These is all software companies, my people. So take that for what you take it for. They say Claude 2, I guess this is their stuff. Claude 2 has the ability to summarize up to about 75,000 words, which could be like the length of a book. Sound like some Chat GPT stuff, but it says users can input large data sets in form of, okay. But they said the competitor, in contrast, Chat GPT can only handle about 3,000 words, which is meaning machine learning platforms do there. Okay, so research machine found Claude to be more reliable of a chatbot in terms of self-awareness, meaning accurately gauging what it does and what it doesn't know, and answering only questions it had training data to support. Author AI tested chatbots for Meta. Okay, so I guess what Meta also has a chatbot. And in April, Google invested 300 million into the company, taking a 10% stake. So this is just some that Google been investing in. The same month, Anthropic was one of the companies invited. Okay, this might be a good transition segment, right? And Anthropic was one of four companies invited to a meeting at the White House to discuss responsible AI development with Vice President Harris. Kamala, whatever you all want to call Miss Harris, or however she pronounced it. Google parent company, Google, Apple, and Microsoft, and OpenAI, all these tech companies. So, like I said, Anthropic was founded by named Dario. So, so this guy actually worked at OpenAI at first too. And that's the thing with these tech companies. I've seen somebody talk about this earlier on how like the big guys, it's not uncommon for somebody to only work at these companies for 1 or 2 years and go on to another company. 35. A team of 30 to 35 people working directly. Okay, 150 people. Okay. Like I said, hopefully that might be goals for us to get a good little team of 30 to 35 people. But yeah, going back to that Kamala Harris thing, I think she was like the head czar of some AI stuff that she had going on. Let me pause it and check in with my people, make sure my stream yard good. Uh, yeah, so I think Kamala Harris was like leading the race, or they put her like for some type of chief of AI and all that. Just some old political government type of stuff. You ain't gotta have no expertise or knowledge in no AI type of stuff. You kind of just throw your policy around and throw your position around and end up, you know what I'm saying? That was the complaint from a bunch of people, you know what I'm saying? And, where did her credentials come from? You know what I'm saying? As far as the technology, you know what I'm saying? But, I'm sure she's more than, when you're at that level, you got to have them credentials and all that type of stuff, though. But with that said, I know they're trying to figure it out. And this is from the big dogs. Let me go into this executive order that happened yesterday. Uh, let's see. I think this is the last topic, guys. Yeah, so this from the White House. The big dog, the chief, the head chief of the country. You know what I'm saying? They cite fact sheet. President Biden issues executive order on safe, secure, and trustworthy artificial intelligence. I should have ChatGPT summarize this for me, but basically, new standards for AI safety and security. Just stuff that we I like to kind of talk about just and give people a heads up. This AI stuff is some powerful stuff and it's new. And I would just like to see a bunch of my people get into this stuff, though. They coming up with laws and stuff. Right now, this stuff ain't even developed and all that. Let me go make sure y'all see me. And a lot of this stuff ain't even developed, but this is why I talk about some of this stuff because just the urgency. They people coming up with these companies and they putting 500 billion or 500 millions and millions of dollars into these companies and had only been open 2 years and all that type of stuff. But this is stuff in works and orders. But I feel the need to report on this stuff just because, like I say, this stuff that's gonna affect our lives and generations and our kids' lives and all that afterwards. So that's just me kind of giving my little spiel on AI and the state of tech and all of that. But going back to, and then let me just let y'all know this is just me kind of summarizing this stuff up. Sometimes I'm just going off of the headlines as well. I try to comb through the important stuff, but just for all my new people, require that developers of the most powerful AI systems share their safety test results and other critical information with the government. So, they want their piece one way or another in accordance with the Defense Production Act. The order will require companies developing any foundation model that presents serious national risk, economic security, or national public safety. And government, when training the model, must share the results of red team safety tests. I ain't mad at that though. You gotta put some rules, for the safety of the people. develop standard tools, tests to help ensure systems are safe, secure, and trustworthy. So this is something we is in the last day of cybersecurity month, so this was dope. This is something that I might go back and cover. Maybe I might just revisit this again. Protect against the risk of AI to engineer dangerous biological materials. They talking about life science projects and all that stuff. This stuff get kind of big. This AI stuff, sciences, and they talking about AI enabled fraud and deception. That show legalities, protecting privacy. Your security, strengthen research technologies such as cryptographic tools, evaluate how agencies collect and use commercially and available information. It's important for you guys, using these tools to know that these folks is collecting your information and know your rights and privileges and all that. I know people ain't gonna really think too much of in it though, but like I said, with these new systems, you are the user, you know what I'm saying, the customer and the lab rat, you know what I'm saying, that they using all this data and all that type of stuff on. So, I just be wanting to bring awareness to my people, that every time you log on this internet, somebody is tracking your data, and they're using this stuff to come up with models and come up with 500, get $500 million investment off of your data, and you guys don't, we don't get no piece of the pie. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they got like a little Facebook settlement where they was giving people, a few dollars, but if you don't do your research, you ain't gonna know what's going on. They're also talking about advancing equity and responsible use of AI can lead to, and this was my thing, deepen discrimination, biases, and other abuses in justice, healthcare, and all of that. Like I said, rather than, technology usually ain't, I don't think it's intended to be biased and all that, but, obviously there are a lot of different biases and color biases and all that stuff, especially for people of color and different minorities. So it's being able to, to understand these models, and it might seem like, some of this stuff ain't biased because it's coming from a computer, but based on the information uh, that these AI systems is getting, they already kind of working off biased information and all that. So these stuff ain't necessarily, you just gotta make sure you do your diligence to recognize the bias in some of these AI models and all that. And that's kind of what they trying to ensure. Provide clear guidance to landlords, federal benefit programs, and because they're gonna be doing a bunch of algorithmic stuff, a lot of face recognition and all that, and it's gonna look like on the surface everything is all fair, but like I said, I'm just trying to make my people aware, and also they say ensure fairness throughout the criminal justice system. Like I say, some of this stuff can get out of hand because it's no more like person regulated, but you got to know what type of data they putting in. Advancing American leadership, promoting innovation, competition. They just trying to get some stuff, stuff in order. You know what I'm saying? To kind of, keep up with the acceleration of AI and all that. Because this stuff can just been going crazy. Um, but with that said, that's me on the Tech Tuesday, gang. I hope I dropped y'all off some good information, some news y'all can use. Y'all can take some of this news and maybe go run up some stocks, maybe go tap into some new techs, you know what I'm saying? All my tech people, y'all techies, make sure y'all holler at me, gang. I'm giving y'all another update at the beginning. If y'all watch the beginning of this season too, I said I try to only do 10 episodes each season, and we might be on 8, 9 or so. You know what I'm saying? So I only got maybe a few um, Tech Tuesdays that I said I was gonna give y'all. I might, if I extend it past that, y'all got a blessing or something, But I try not to just burn y'all out and run myself in the ground doing these. I like to come up and do these at a time where I'm inspired and all that. But I think I got a phone call, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here, gang. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Tuesday. Get some tacos. Peace.